Hi, Peggy McKee, Senior Recruiter at PHC Consulting, where we specialize in placing sales management, technical support, and marketing professionals in the medical industry. Today's topic is consumables versus a capital equipment sale. You might actually hear most people define capital equipment sales, but they're not as quick to define a consumable sale or an easier sale, if you will. So I have a lot of candidates call me and ask me, what is a capital equipment sale? And I have an analogy that I think really makes it clear as to what it is and why it's important for you to understand the process and why many managers will require capital equipment experience for their positions if they have a capital sale as well. Imagine that you're going to purchase a car, and think about that sales process that you have to go through, that someone has to put you through in order to get you from first selecting the car all the way through financing and then driving off the lot. And then imagine perhaps you're purchasing shampoo. Shampoo is a lot easier sale, isn't it? I mean, basically any of us will try a $2 or $3 sale, maybe a $10 or $20 sale. We'll try anything for that amount of money without much thought, preparation. We don't have to have conversation with other people. It doesn't impact a budget. We don't have to do planning. We don't have to consider whether or not we'll be able to maintain the payments. We don't have to ask our husband and our wife or our parents if we're younger about the impact of purchasing shampoo, do we? But when we purchase a car, a lot of times we have to look at a lot of different factors. We're going to have to keep the car for a very long time. It would be very difficult to turn it back in. We'll have a lot of investment in it. We could possibly lose money when we sell it again. It will impact other pieces of our life, insurance, gas, all those things. Typically we have to ask people around us if we can budget for it, and then we have to go and a lot of times obtain financing, so we have to go to a third party and get their approval and their agreement to help us finance the car. So when you look at those two sales, shampoo versus a car, you can see there's a lot more involvement in one versus the other. And it's the same in the medical sales position, where if you're selling a consumable or reagent product, where it's a purchase that they can try pretty easily, and if they don't like it, it's very easy to get out. There's not much commitment. They haven't changed a process in their laboratory or their OR. Basically, they've just tried something. It might work, it might not. Either way, it doesn't impact them long term. If they purchase a high dollar piece of equipment like a $100,000 x-ray machine or a $100,000 analyzer in the laboratory, they're probably going to have to justify that to other committees. They're going to have to gain agreement among the end users as well as the folks who will be using the product that comes out, the results. They'll probably have to talk to the finance committee, make sure they get it into budgeting. There's a lot of different pieces to that sale, and it requires a salesperson who is very savvy and understands that process and can work through that process successfully all the way to the end. It's usually a longer term sale as well, so it can take anywhere from 3 to 12 months. In fact, I have some positions where your first sale won't happen until after 12 months, and it's a $1 million position where you're having to sell a $1 million piece of equipment into the hospital. So those sales are much more complex, much more difficult, probably shouldn't have an entry-level salesperson there at all, and that's the capital sale, whereas the consumable sale, very quick, doesn't impact a lot of other people, don't have to gain agreement from a lot of other people, and if it is a negative experience, getting out of that particular product is low cost. So that should explain to you the difference between capital equipment sales and a consumable or reagent, or certainly a less involved sales process. I hope this is helpful. Again, it's Peggy McKee, PHC Consulting, and we are an executive search firm specializing in sales management, technical support, and marketing for the medical industry.